Let's get more on this. We can speak to John Hemmings, who is the founding director of Asia Studies at the Henry Jackson Society in London. Many thanks for speaking to us on TRT World. There was a lot of pressure on Moon to deliver something concrete on denuclearization. Do you think he's done it?
I don't think he's done it, but what he's done is, and I think this will be in most of the headlines today, is that he's kept the momentum going. Talks are continuing. It hasn't broken down. Currently, Washington and Pyongyang have essentially reached a breaking point on whether or not it's a kind of instant denuclearization met with sanctions relief and investment, or if it's incremental and reciprocal. And I think it's this latter option that we're eventually going to reach. But I think it's important. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, you go ahead.
I was just going to say it's important that in all of this, as we approach the end game, and we do see a disarming North Korea, that we do have some element of human rights included in the pact.
Well, North Korea appears to have agreed to allow international inspectors in any nuclear disarmament going forward. How significant a step is that? Because that was a big issue in the past, wasn't it?
It was a huge issue, and verification was part of the reason that the six-party talks broke down in the mid-2000s. The question, of course, is whether North Korea is very sincere, and you'll have the skeptics saying, well, they've obviously hidden it so well, they don't mind having inspectors. But then those who are optimists, or the glass half full, will say, well, it's because they're genuinely sincere about economic reform, and they're willing to get rid of those weapons to get those economic benefits and investment.
The North say they want Trump to take reciprocal measures. If they dismantle their main nuclear facility, they need America to do the same. What are the chances of that happening? I mean, essentially, the ball is now in Washington's court, isn't it?
So well, let's temper this. They've given a little bit of a chicken feed opportunity for the Americans to do something. I think the Americans should concede by giving some light sanctions relief. But all of these measures that they've taken are irreversible. So they need to actually do things that are really, get to the heart of the creation of nuclear stockpiles, the getting rid of those nuclear stockpile materials, and the actual disarming of the missile systems themselves. So, but of course, I think, this is true. The Americans do need to respond in kind in order to get us down that track.
John Hemmings from the Henry Jackson Society. Many thanks.